nuclear threat, and I want to talk about President Trump. You just said Iran tried to assassinate President Trump twice. Do you have intel that the assassination attempts on President Trump were directly from Iran?
Through proxies, yes. Through their intel, yes. They want to kill him. Look, he's enemy number one. He's a decisive leader. He never took the path that others took to try to bargain with him in a way that is weak, giving them basically a pathway to enrich uranium, which means a pathway to the bomb, padding it with billions and billions of dollars. He took up this fake agreement and basically tore it up. He killed Qasem Soleimani. He said, made it very clear, including now, you cannot have a nuclear weapon, which means you cannot enrich. He's been very forceful. So for them, he's enemy number one.
Yeah.
Look, they also tried to kill me, but I'm his junior partner.
When did
they
you
understand that President Trump is a great threat to Iran's plans to weaponize nuclear weapons and use them.
When did you tell President Trump you were going to launch these strikes?
Look, I've been in constant contact with President Trump. We've known each other for many years. And obviously we informed our American friends and President Trump, our great friend, ahead of time. We did. He knew about it, of course.
I mean, there were reports that President Trump kind of helped you achieve your strategic surprise by publicly urging you not to attack when he already knew you had decided to do it. So you were closely coordinating with the U.S. throughout this process.
Look, we're fully coordinated, but understand that America, under President Trump, will make the decisions that are best for America. And that's the way it is. He understands that I, as the Prime Minister of Israel, the one and only Jewish state, must make the decisions that are important for the survival of my country, and he will do what is best for America. That is a relationship of mutual respect and mutual confidence.
And now China and Pakistan, both nuclear powers, are saying they're to come to the aid of Iran. Pakistan saying the whole Muslim world must fight Israel. So this is bad anyway.
Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren out there teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, 144,000. And the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. I'm the brother Dama Agabar, here with another quick lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm not going to make this long, man, but we already see where this is going. And this is just more of a land back of the video that I did yesterday stating that Babylon the Great, America, will get involved in this situation with Iran, which is going to ultimately lead to this third world war popping off, man. All right, and now you got Netanyahu, who just tell he was, he's a psychopath, man. All right. And now he's out here saying that Trump is the number one enemy of Iran. They want to assassinate him. You can already see the narrative that they're trying to create here, and it would, it wouldn't be beyond these devils to try to do another fake assassination attempt on Trump. And you already know who they're going to blame it on. Because, as we know, those of us that are in this truth, we know that Israel cannot go head to head with Iran, man. And Iran has been bombing the hell out of Israel, regardless of what you're seeing on mainstream TV. They're making it seem like Israel has the upper hand. They're just, beating the shit out of Iran. They're ready to surrender. They have them surrounded. But at the same time, like I told you yesterday in the video that I did, don't take it for face value when Trump says that, oh, we're not going to get involved in this war. We may get involved. We might not get involved. They've been involved, man. All right. And like I said, just waiting for like I said, they're going to wait until, Iran really hits them with some major shit. They might blame it on Iran hitting some American, bases over there close to Israel. Or they might even try to do another fake assassination attempt on Trump and blame it on Iran so that it could draw the least of the flock, can draw Babylon the Great, America, out into this third world war. And like I told you yesterday, this is the counsel and the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for these things to happen. It's prophetic. All right, now look at this. It says, now we have complete and total control. Trump confirms U.S. is part of conflict with Iran. You see, it says President Trump appeared to offer confirmation that the United States is now participating in Israel's attack on Iran in a Tuesday social media post, which I already told you that. We already see that America has already been involved in that Iran-Israel situation. That guy Netanyahu, without confirming it, pretty much confirmed it. Yeah, we've been coordinating with America, you know. And so these people are wicked and they're the damn devils, man. They're always talk with a slick tongue, man. That's why the scriptures say their words are drawn swords, man, and their words are smoother than butter, you know. But war is always on their hearts and on their minds. It says, amid escalation tension and the exchange of bombing after Israel attacked Iranian nuclear facility last week, Trump has faced questions about the extent of U.S. involvement in the conflict. Oh, and matter of fact, what I was going to say, show you that guy Netanyahu is a weasel and a rat. I was reading some information the other day that he's not even in Israel. He's in Greece or somewhere else. You know, here it is while his country is getting bombed and they're, going missile for missile with Iran. He's nowhere to be found, man. He's not even on the soils of Palestine. I mean, in the land of Israel. He's in Greece somewhere. Not even there, man. Show you that these guys are weak. They're punks, man. It says Trump faced questions about the extent of U.S. involvement in the conflict in a new post on Truth Social using the term "we." Trump wrote, "We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran." The video I did yesterday, they were flying in a bunch of different aircraft carriers from America to go over into that region. So America is already involved. They're already strategically placing, these things in position so that they're going to have to eventually come to the aid of those small hats, man, because they just ain't got it. They're not strong enough to defeat Iran. But like I said yesterday, now you got Pakistan. Oh, I just read another article where Pakistan said that they will nuke Israel if they nuke Iran. You see? And you got the other Pakistani leaders saying that the Arab world needs to unite with Iran against Israel, which is in essence against America and against the West and against NATO. Hey, so the Lord definitely has this third world war brewing up. And like Joel, the 3rd chapter in the 9th verse says, hey, prepare these heathens for war. Hey, so it's getting hot. It says we now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran. Iran has good sky trackers and other defense equipment and plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived, and manufactured stuff. Nobody does it better than the U.S., better than the good old U.S. So he's already telling you his position on this whole situation. And like I said, and eventually it's going to draw out Russia, it's going to draw out China. Oh, and I read another article today that Taiwan just joined BRICS. So, hey, man, the Lord is definitely moving these pieces on the chess table to bring in this third world war. It says the Trump administration was initially weary of Israel strikes set off the last rounds of fighting, where Secretary of State Marco Rubio was quick to insist that Israel acted unilaterally. Yet, as the White House realized the strikes had been a success, Trump publicly backed Israel escalation, according to the New York Times, you see? These devils always have their hands involved. They always got their nose in the thick of it, man. Don't ever not think that, okay? Let me see something. Yeah, this is the thing right here. To show you that Trump is full of shit, it says, between the pro-Israel hawks who want to see war with Iran and the American first isolationists who argue Trump ran on ending U.S. involvement in foreign wars. Now he's pushing for these wars. Now he's setting himself up to be directly involved in these wars. So you MAGA people have been totally duped by this guy Trump, man. Like we've been telling you from day one, he's brought and paid for and owned by Israel. Their lobby, their contributions, and basically they're owned by these elites, man. It says this new social media post taking credit for seizing control of Iranian skies will do little to disabuse the world that the United States is inching towards greater involvement in this war. What did I tell you yesterday? Jeremiah 49th chapter, the least of the flock. It says minutes after publishing, Trump added in another post to social media, unconditional surrender. And they know those Iranians are not going to unconditionally surrender. So therefore, it's going to lead to war. Remember, his words are smoother than butter. Oh, he's about peace. Oh, he wants, them to end this thing. They will end this thing. But then he's telling them unconditional surrender. Come on, man. That's just it's going to lead to escalation and war. It says in another post regarding Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Trump said he does not plan to take him out or kill, at least for now. You see? But we don't want missiles shot at civilians. You're right. They always do that. It says, oh, there's another post on here. What did it say? All right, thank you. It says, in another post, we know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding. He is an easy target, but is safe there. We are not going to take him out or kill, at least not for now, but we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin. Thank you for your attention on this matter. So like I said, man, these guys are all full of shit. These devils want war. And guess what? The Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is going to give them war, man. All right. And hey, like I said, America's been involved, but they're going to eventually get fully involved, man. So this is just a quick land back on the lesson that I did yesterday, just further confirming the point. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this was edifying. Check out my last video if you haven't. So until the next one, shalom.